say you carry bag the run the go.
Don't let there, so now you. I don't know, say now you. Don't let there, go yo. Yes, so at the rock. You really catch me say at the rock. And they say when two elephants they fight, now the ground they suffer. In our own case now in this country, it's not two elephants that is fighting. It is 50 elephants. 50 elephants they fight, oh, and we will be the ground, so now we want suffer. Now say make a quick run. Yeah, just they go like this now. And they go Badagry, where near border. I just from Badagry now. You know say I be header. I want just start to the run my run now. You know say elderly people, we know the two get left to the run. So if I don't near border like this, once I just hear say it don't settle, I go just use bike enter Benin Republic. I not take the one where they do. I will never be the ground that will carry the ethic of other people fight. I will never be the ground. This country now movie. You not get anything when anybody want tell me. This country they Netflix. They Netflix or someone somewhere is watching us. Now movie. And this movie, so he get part 1, he get part 2, he get part 3. It's very tough. Very tough movie. Oh. Nigeria, my country. Who do us? I don't know. Who we offend? I don't know. What is happening in this country is a situation of people using their power to fight each other. And yeah, they are calling it witch hunting. They hunt each other. It not concern them who you affect. It not concern them. This is a country where you redesign Naira and you ask people to go and drop their old Naira note, only for them to find it difficult to even collect 2,000 Naira from their account. New Naira note we not see. Old Naira note, they say they're not they collect again. Yes, you will agree with me that last year they give a notification of 90 days for people to return their old Naira notes to the banks and wait for the new Naira notes. But shockingly, as people were returning the old Naira notes, what were we giving in the ATM and on bank counters? They were giving us same old Naira notes. Yeah, that was not the issue. People cry out and say the deadline that was given is not enough because we are still giving us back the old Naira note. So therefore, CBN, in collaboration with the federal government, now decided to say, okay, we are going to give 10th of February as a new deadline, 10 days for people to go and drop their old Naira notes and also collect new Naira notes. People now started trooping to the bank. If you go bank, markets they learn for your bank day. Now so people full everywhere. You cannot even drop your old Naira notes. If at all you are able to drop your old Naira notes, you cannot even get access to the new Naira notes. New Naira notes can become scarce. Naira was not scarce in a Naira land. So, how did you find it? Some state governors, someone like Erufai of Kaduna, Ogun State, Kogi State, and I think Zamfara State governor, can decide to say, you know what? We are going to take this federal government to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court is supposed to be the court that have the overall power, the supreme power over any offices in Nigeria. They are supposed to be in charge. They are supposed to be the court that can call anybody to order. So this set of governors took our president, that's the federal government, and the CBN to the Supreme Court. Now Supreme Court can talk, say, you know what? Let's suspend all those things because of the hardship, untold hardship on the people of Nigeria. Now guess what? After Supreme Court suspended it. I said, federal government allow this old Naira note to still be in circulation. While gradually we will be killing out the old Naira note. Just in the case of UK. UK, you can recall with me, say Queen die. Now King can't enter. They need to put the King face for their new currency. They did it. Do you know that in UK you can still use your old currency as a legal tender? Yes, you can still use it. And did they give a deadline? No, no deadline. What was the policy they involved or they employed? The policy they employed was very simple. Once you bring the old currency to the bank will collect it from you and give you back new currency. That way, the bank is not responsible for circulating old currency. That way, gradually, whether 2 years or a year, you will be able to do away with the old currency. But not in my country. My own country, my own president said, no, this is an opportunity to fight corruption, to fight vote buying. So I begin to wonder, what happened to the EFCC? What happened to the police? What happened to the soldier? What happened to all these people? Are they not supposed to be the security apparatus that is supposed to be fighting vote buying, going after people for financial crime? ICPC is also there. Why don't you employ these people? Even on election day, why don't you employ soldiers, employ the police, the DSS? Let them go into the field. Because I know, say, it not get anywhere when INEC of ballot box not they reach for this country. Not only in this country, when they want to do election, now you go see election material must go into the creek. They must carry and reach there. Why don't you employ these people? My president said, no, this is the best way it can fight the corruption. Bam! Now Supreme Court can rule say, President, it's too hard. Then the people of our country now resorted to protest. You know, in this country, not until life is being lost before people that is supposed to be proactive in the government will now start to the work. So people come protest, especially in Edo State, Delta State, Port Harcourt, and some other states. They were loss of life, loss of property. Just like NSAS, some bad elements decided to hijack the protest and started destroying properties. Life were lost, as I said earlier. Life were lost. People lost their life. So, you know now, our president, the quick talk. But I shock. Say, after all these things, not out of 24 hours, president will come out for national TV. Even when the Supreme Court rule, president will not listen. He come out for national TV, say, okay, we don't see her now, say, see as it be. Now, we are going to rule that 200 naira should be accepted. That is the whole 200 naira should be accepted. But never should 1,000 naira, 500 naira should be accepted. Though. He said, no, let them not accept that one. But 200 naira. Why are you doing this? He said, this is the best way to fight vote buying. Bam! Now, see where the world there now. President, Supreme Court, talk your own. President, talk your own. Different from what Supreme Court have said. Now, guess what? The Kaduna State Governor, El-Rufai, Baba, hello, man, when they question the presidency, now come and say, hey, Presido, you don't have the right to say against what Supreme Court have ruled. Now, El-Rufai say, in my own state, in Kaduna State, that anybody when not collect old naira notes, they will see the property, especially bank. They are going to revoke their license. They are going to see their property. They are going to do this. They are going to do that. El-Rufai, now what El-Rufai is saying now in nutshell is that they are still accepting old naira notes because in not go fit stay. They watch the common citizens, they suffer. They go through hell like this. He said for the sake of the economy when don't fit die, now they want you to do better. El-Rufai said sake of the economy, may they allow the old naira notes to the youth. I said, if I talk to you now, Ogun State Governor, come out. Why? Ogun State Governor say any bank for your own state. When you know they accept old naira note, why? Say that bank so they go revoke their CFO. CBN now, what do CBN have to say? CBN say any bank no they collect old naira note. Say if you still have old naira notes to drop, come to CBN. Before you come to CBN, you first go online. You go download their form. You go fill them. They'll come give you reference number. Once they give you reference number, you will not come to CBN. When you come to CBN, CBN will now investigate. Within 4 to 8 weeks, now you go take them. Before they'll come decide, say, okay, now your money, now illegal, not be illegal work, now legal work. Before they'll come tell your bank, say, credit this my account with the so and so amount. Otherwise, if you are not qualified, after 4 weeks, they'll tell you, say, oh boy, come carry your own naira note. And so that's what the CBN is saying. I've never seen a situation whereby CBN is now working directly with individual. It used to be the CBN versus bank. That's how they did their business. But it's not concern me. Wait till we know. We know who read accounting for school say. They so now governors of some states say, they go see they use the old naira note. President say, not try am. I don't give una say they use only 200 naira until April 10th. That's what they do us before. Now we will be the citizens. We don't know who we want to listen to. Should you listen to the president? Or listen to the Supreme Court? Or listen to those governors? Now we the sufferer. These people are just using their power to oppress each other, and we are the middle of it. See where we dey go through now. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in case you still get old Naira note, go Kaduna State. They see they collect and deal. Or you go Ogun State. They see they call. If you say those one not join Nigeria again, they get their own country. You go that state, go they use your old Naira notes for there. But President say lala they make people not they use them. Supreme Court say President keep quiet there. He said they have power to talk to any offices in Nigeria. Supreme Court is supposed to be the biggest, but as it is now, Supreme Court not big anything. Supreme Court, they don't render them useless. So my people, be the judge. Who should we listen to? And don't forget that 25th of February is still election day. While you are voting, just think of all these things we are going through. I'm not going to tell you to vote. I'm not going to tell you, but think of all these things we are going through. Don't also forget, say, our Tinubu, the Balabu, Bolaba, say, he wants to enter power. That old Naira note, when they just disturb, say, they go return the old Naira note. Say, they go return. So, my people, bye-bye, you drop your opinion in the comment section. As you see me, so, me, I they go Benin Republic. Nigeria go, they reply on a comment. To elephants, they fight. I don't want that.
Sorry, but you